This is a short video to show you how to debug a Node.js application. So you can see here I have a folder opened up with two folders. One of them is the backend, which is the Node.js sides of the cogs application. The other one is the front end, that's simply the HTML files plus some JavaScript in them. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop the Node.js part into VS Code. And as you can see there, it loads up all of the files. Now, what we want to do is we want to inspect a specific route. And in order to do that, we'll go ahead and open up the routes.js file. So as you can see there, I have here the function that will run when we hit on the authenticate path. And this is what gets run when somebody enters a username and password at the web front end. So let's go ahead and get that going and start the debugging. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and navigate on the terminal to the cogs front. So I'm going to go ahead here and enter cogs front. And now that we're in here, I'm simply going to run an HTTP server, and this is just one of those npm packages. It's simply called HTTP server. It installs a CLI. Once I do that, you can see there that it has run what is on that folder and made it accessible through that URL, which is just localhost port 8080. Now we're going to go to the debug console and we're going to start debugging this code here. And so I'm going to go to debug, and from here I will simply press the little green start button. And once I do, you can see there that the application has loaded and is listening on port 3000. So let's go ahead and move to the browser. We're going to go ahead here and enter localhost 8080. And as you can see there, we get the content for the application, and you can see there that the server side was hit and it returned some of the cogs, and what you see there are some of the JSON information for that. But as I mentioned, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and step into that route, and we will select login for that. I'm going to go ahead here and enter Peter at mit.edu, and I will enter his password. And I will then click on sign in. And if all goes well, we should stop at the breakpoint inside of the routes folder, routes file. And as you can see there, we have. And if we step over here, we will see that information has been written to the console here. And you can step through the rest of the code and see the information that was posted and follow it all the way until the data gets returned to the front end. So I'm simply going to hit here, continue. And if we go back to the browser, you can see there that we're getting now just the cogs for Peter. So this is a quick walkthrough on how to debug and step into the routes on the server side using VS Code. That's it for this one.